Foul, guys. So let's get right into it. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this meme around how Arsenal spend the most amount of money in Europe, 156.8 million pounds, biggest spenders in England, and I believe also in Europe. But here's how I like to put it: while other clubs purchased a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, we bought five Honda Civics. That's how I categorize this. Six Honda Civics. That's how I categorize this transfer window. Yeah, we spent 156.88 million pounds, but no one in their right mind can say the amount of money we spent and the quality of the players we got, we can genuinely compete with Liverpool, City, United, Chelsea. And you know what? There are many problems that are afflicting Arsenal. Um, Arteta being one, but I don't want to beat a dead horse because everybody knows about Arteta. So let's not even go there. I know there are three big problems that are affecting Arsenal, and one is the owners and the board. Second is Arteta. Third are the fans. Yeah, I said it, the fans, and we'll get right to it. We'll talk about why the fans are also involved in this mediocrity. So let's talk about the board and the owners first of all. Players have come and gone, managers have come and gone, but the one constant that has remained while Arsenal have gone down the hill are the owners. And nobody talks about the owners. Yeah, we had the one protest in the beginning, and everybody came out with Kroenke out posters, and that was it. Everything is well and forgotten. Frankly, it's embarrassing that the Wenger out protest and the Wenger out campaign was much more fierce than the Kroenke out campaign, and that's saying something about our fan base. It is embarrassing. It was almost fashionable to have a Wenger out sign anywhere. There were like American football games in the US, and there were signs for Wenger out in Australia, in Asia. So anyway, so let's go back to the uh, ownership and the board. So let's start off with Edu. He did an interview with Sky Sports, and he just came out with his this weekend, and there are quotes saying how Arsenal are building a foundation for a better future. This guy conveniently forgot that we've been building a foundation for a future since 2007. It's been like 14 years and we're still building a foundation. Like, what the F? Other teams have built the foundation, won trophies, took out the foundation, built a new foundation, and won trophies, and we're still on our first phase of building a foundation. Like, why? And our fans are taking it up for it. Fans are like, oh my God, yeah, we bought all these players under 23 years age. We have this. No. 2007, 2000 till 2011, we had Clichy, Sanya, Fabregas, Nasri, Van Persie, all young players in their primes. And guess what? We were told that this is the foundation. This is the foundation. We're going to build for better things. We just moved into a new stadium. We don't have the funds. And we brought into that. We bought into that. We were competing, right? Top four, yeah. We're playing good football, champion football. Amazing. 2011 is when Kroenkes took over Arsenal. 2011, they became the majority shareholders. That same summer, we lost Nasri, we lost Fabregas. Wow, two influential players. And you know what? We said, okay, fine, no problem, right? 2012 comes around. Van Persie, fresh out banging in 30 goals previous season, openly says he wants to wait to see what Arsenal does in the transfer window before he commits his future. And guess what happens? We all know what happened. He went to United, and while he went to United, he took parting shots, saying, and I quote, that Arsenal are more interested in off-field finances than on-field success. That was warning number one, right? And what did we do? What did Arsenal do and the board? Well, they replaced Van Persie with Lucas Podolski, Santi Cazorla, Olivier Giroud, right? Sure, good enough players, but not elite, right? And that's how it's years of poor investment, poor recruiting that has brought us to this stage. And all the players, all the stuff that the Kroenkes and the board have done over the years, guess what? All the problems have boiled down to this. It's like the saying goes, chickens have come home to roost. That's exactly what has happened. Look at Giroud, right? He came in 2012. In 1 year, we knew Giroud is not going to bang in 30 goals a season. We knew that, right? He was an average striker, but he was a starting striker for Arsenal for 5 years. That goes to show something. Look at Chelsea on the other hand. They got Thibaut Werner for 50 million last season. They knew in one season he's not good enough. Guess what? They spent 100 mil to bring Lukaku back. That's ambition right there. That is ambition. Arsenal, no, right? We got Giroud. Yeah, he was getting goals, but he was not getting 30 goals a season. And guess what happened? Leicester, the year that Leicester won the league, Giroud went missing. Had we had a really elite striker, we would have won the league title that year. But no, again, the owners, right? The owners, guess what? 2013, 2014, yeah, we got Alexis Sanchez. We got Ozil first, and we got Alexis Sanchez, and all the fans were like two shiny new objects from Real Madrid, Barcelona. We all were happy. But we didn't ask further, hey, what about a world class defender? What about a world class defensive midfielder? Right? We were too distracted with the shiny objects in Ozil and Alexis Sanchez. And the owners took it for granted too. Owners are like, oh, look, you wanted us to spend money, we spent money. That's not how it works. The greatest tragedy of Ozil is that in his prime, he had Giroud up top, Francis Coquelin in the back. That's his greatest tragedy, right? If the board and owners were really invested in this team and they're really ambitious, they would have gotten a world-class defender and a world-class defensive midfielder to complement Ozil and Sanchez. It's always with these owners, they always want to do one piece of business at a transfer window. They don't want to go all out and do it, right? Guess what? The world-class defensive midfielder finally arrived in Thomas Partey last season, right? In 2020, yeah, that's when we got Partey. That's good, amazing, right? We have a spine, but we all knew Ozil was being frozen out. Guess what? We needed under 40 to 50 mil to get Hassan War. Did we do that? No, the owner said no. And guess what? For the half the season, we played without a number 10, and we shot ourselves in the foot, and we put ourselves in a hole deep enough that became the first half of the season was a waste, right? Going back to the summer transfer window when Pepe came in, we were scoring goals. We had Ozil, we had some defensive steel in Lucas Torreira, we had I'm not sure, yeah, we were scoring goals. We had Abba, we had Laka, right? We needed a world-class defender to solidify everything, but the board they decided to spend 70 mil on Pepe. Why? Because he's shiny object, right? And look, we're spending money. Poor investment again. Why are you going for Pepe when you need a world-class defender? Had we gotten a world-class defender, guess what? We would have actually achieved something. But no, that's this club and this owners and this board, they are not ambitious at all, right? Yeah, we spent 156.8 million, and as I said before, you cannot genuinely say that we are equipped to go against the likes of Chelsea, City, United. We are not. We are not. Even if we put our first team, everyone's like, oh, we haven't put our first team out. Players are injured. Stop with the excuses. Even with our first team players, we're not good enough to compete with Chelsea, City, United, right? Again, look at United. They knew they needed a winger. They got Sancho. They knew they needed a defender. They got Varane, right? Then they need an X factor. They got Ronaldo, right? Um, who do we have? We have like yeah, we got 6 players. Yeah, we're good, And then like a lot of social media pages, they're like, and this is where the fans come in, right? The fans, man, this is what I say. Like fans are also part of this problem, and I'll tell you why exactly, right? The fans, they get yeah, we had the Kroenke out protest when the Super League was announced. Good, everyone was out. It was amazing to watch. Guess what? That died down. Arsenal jerseys came out, everybody lined up. And all the social media pages were like, oh, look at this jersey. It's amazing. It's amazing. The biggest social media channel for Arsenal, I'm not going to take the name, well, they're out wearing, rocking their jerseys, right? Filling the stadiums and the fans, when we got back into the stadiums, we were filling out the Emirates. Why? Why are we putting more money into Cronkies? As an owner, if I'm Kroenke, as an owner, I'm looking at it going, hey, I'm selling my jerseys. I'm selling out my stadium even when I'm not investing in the team. What motivation do I have to put money in the team when I'm already making money off this team, right? Boycott the team. Like, I loved the Arsenal jerseys last year, but it's been almost 3 years now. I haven't bought an Arsenal kit. And I have Arsenal kits going back to the Dreamcast, when Dreamcast used to sponsor Arsenal. I have kids going back then. But for the last 3 years, I have decided not to buy a kit because the team that's playing on the pitch is shit. But our fans, they are like, oh man, when the jerseys come out, they're lining around the block to go purchase a kit. They're going to watch the games. Yeah, I get it. People are saying how it's season ticket holders, you've already paid up. Sure, that's fine. Boycott the first 10 minutes. Go in late. 10 minutes. Don't walk in for 10 minutes. That's going to create a lot of controversy. That's going to trend on Twitter. Commentators are going to talk about it. Hey, why is the stadium empty? Or they're protesting against Kroenke. As I said, we protested harder against Wenger than we did against Kroenke. As an owner, I have nothing. I don't care. I'm selling my jerseys. I'm selling out the stadium. I don't care. I don't need to put money in the team. 156 million, yeah, 156 million for 6 players is peanuts. It is peanuts. In today's market, that's nothing, right? And so it's, as I said, the fans to some extent. Also, sorry, I forgot to add. Another thing that recently all the fans have taken up is that, hey, Varane is going to cost more than Ben White over the next 4 or 5 years. Stop with this BS, please. Please stop. Yeah, Varane is a world class defender. Ben White is not. And I can already see this movie playing out. In 4 years, when Ben White does become world class, he will become disillusioned and he will leave Arsenal. That's what's happened. That's what will happen. I can guarantee you that. That's how Arsenal operates. And knowing Arsenal, we bought him 50 mil. We're gonna sell him for 20 mil because we do not know how to do business. We don't know how to sell players. Shittier clubs are selling their shitty players for far more greater money than Arsenal are selling their first teamers or their bench players. That's embarrassing. That goes to show how this club is rotten from the top to the bottom, right? So yeah, Arteta out, Arteta in. A lot of people have their own, um, one they lean one way or the other. Personally, there's a lot more bigger problems than Arteta. Conte can come in tomorrow. Everyone's saying how Antonio Conte should come in. Guess what? He's always fallen out with all his owners because he demands investments, heavy investments in veterans to achieve short-term success. You think Kroenke is operated that way? Kroenke took the easier route to go with Arteta because Arteta is not going to demand much. He's a new coach. He's going to bow his head down. He's going to work with the owners. That's why Arteta was chosen. So the bigger issue that we have are the owners and the board. And unless we realize that, this club is going to slide more and more towards mediocrity. And that is it, guys. Hopefully, Arsenal gives us more reason to cheer up. And my rant was not a knock on the players. I support the players, right? Ben White, yeah, sure, 50 mil, I'll support him. It's not like I hate him. I'll support him. But they need to produce that with performances as well. But again, there are bigger problems off the pitch that is affecting Arsenal. And that is it, guys. Stay safe. Have a good day.